All right, we're back at Titi's House Podcast. So I wanted to talk about today a lot of the stuff that's going on this. Like, people are really, like, we got to really think about what we're saying on social media and what we're doing, right? Mm-hmm. And even as content creators, like, we have to be careful even what we put out there sometimes, because people take things the wrong way, or, oh my God, just all these apps that are exposing people and giving people a look into who they really are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Like, what you talking about? The T app?
Oh my God! Well, they said that somebody had. So the T app. Okay, so tell me, why are they always trying to say it's the women creating these apps?
I mean, even if they didn't, they the one that made it what it was. You know, I mean, it had to be a woman. Now, what you think? Because it's only women are allowed on there. You ain't see guys like trying to make accounts. But
like, to get on the T app?
You can only be a woman. Yeah, you got to send in your ID card.
See, I wasn't on the T app, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but there's several different apps exposing men. So the men are mad because they're saying the women are creating these apps and exposing their cheating.
Yeah.
They're, being married, not being who they are, abusive men. Like, I thought
they should get exposed. Abusive men. For
sure.
I
think so too. Like, what is the problem? Like, don't do shit if you don't want to be on there.
Yeah, or be slicker. Be slicker. Look.
How do you be slicker though?
Hey, don't have a phone. Like, don't have any trace of evidence.
Well, that's the problem too. That people come in, you're messing with people and they put their phone. If somebody comes in and puts their phone down like that, that's a sign that they're cheating. I posted that on my page on Facebook, and so many men were like, "That's not true. That's not true." Stop. It is true.
That's funny.
That means you don't want nobody to see who's calling. I know, I do it too. If funny. I'm with somebody and I don't want them to know that somebody else is calling me, I will flip my phone over. Come on, let's just be real. If people my problem is with I don't have a problem with nobody exposing nobody on these apps. You know why? Because transparency is key.
It will save you through it all. That's what I'm saying too.
You won't be on the T app if you meet a woman and say, "I just want to smash."
Yeah.
And let her decide whether or not you want to smash, or just tell her, "I'm in multiple relationships. It's just I'm polyamorous." You know what I'm saying? Say you're polyamorous.
Or I'm just dating.
Like, I'm just dating.
It's like, I ain't got no girlfriend. Just don't be trying to make people sure she's your girlfriend if you're gonna be,
Yeah, don't put out false expectations in a relationship if that's not what you really want. If sex is all you want from a woman, then say that. And women for men too. I think women are more transparent than men. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me moving forward, like any guy that approaches, I'm dating. So if you're not willing to be with somebody who's dating multiple people, because that's where I'm at today, I'm not the one for you. Be honest. What happened to being just... Now, there's some men that are honest as hell and don't care. Like, baby, you ain't going to be the only one. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. If you're being transparent, just be transparent and tell people, I want to date multiple people. I want to have sex with multiple people. I want to be with you too, but I want to be in a polyamorous relationship where I can go. I don't want you to go out, because I feel like men that are out here cheating, they keep the women that they're dealing with out of relationships. Meanwhile, they're doing whatever they want to do. How do you approach, because you're dating, how do you approach your dating life?
Just be honest, and then
you ain't out here lying to a whole bunch of women. No, you the one, boo. You the one. Like, no. Like, how do you approach a conversation? Because I'm sure, how do you mostly meet women?
Mostly on the internet.
Okay, so you're on dating sites. Now, when you're meeting these women, are you saying you're looking for a relationship? Are you saying that it's whatever? Or
yeah, I mean, I am looking for one.
Yeah.
But you got to date to find it.
Yeah, until you find the right person.
And I'd always say I'm not rushing into anything. I'm just,
You're just kicking it.
Yeah.
And you let them decide whether or not you... See, you're honest. A lot of men, I don't understand why not just be honest? So I think if you come in honestly, nobody's feelings get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I first moved to Atlanta, I'm gonna be honest, I was just coming out of a marriage. And every dude that I went on a date every day of the week. I didn't even have to buy food because every day I had a date. I was like, Oh, I got a date on Monday, got a date on Tuesday. But I let them all know I'm not sleeping with any of y'all. And definitely I'm dating just to see if I can find the right person. You know what I'm saying? Who's the right match? May the best man win is what I used to say.
May the best man win.
But at least I was being honest. Now,
Yeah.
when I finally met somebody that kind of challenged me, when I met somebody who challenged me and was like, all right, now you met me. You can't be out here dating all these other dudes now. You gotta let them go, and you can only be with me. So I had to make a decision. Do I continue to date all these other dudes, or do I just go ahead and settle down in a relationship? But at least the honesty was the forefront of anything that I did. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand. People are getting exposed because y'all not being damn honest.
Yeah, did you see that T-app got hacked? Twice?
So who hacked it? A guy?
Probably had to be.
my God.
He done found out he was on there. I got some friends that found out they was on there.
Really?
Yeah, they just like, hey.
What are they doing?
They just like, it is what it is.
So what was they exposed for
talking to multiple shorties.
at the same time?
Yeah.
See, but I think too that sometimes women need clarity, and a lot of times men don't know how to give clarity. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by clarity is announcing, like I said, just announce, hey, this is not a thing. We're just dating and getting to know each other, and we're not in a relationship.
Yeah. I think I'm not gonna say women be wanting titles to but it take a while to get to know somebody. Like
Seasons.
I need to see that. I need to see
You need to
how,
see them in every season.
everything. I gotta see how it is when we don't agree on something. I need to see how you handle your bread. I need to see how it's mad things.
Absolutely.
It's like we not rushing into this. I'm like, and just because you like somebody, you don't have to. They're not. I never felt like I've owned anybody.
Yeah.
I've never cared
Right.
that much, but it might be that might be something that really separates men and women though, or some men and women, because there also are mad men who feel like they own.
Yeah, narcissist.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, narcissistic. The narcissistic men that want to come in and control everything and control your shorty. You can't control multiple shorties.
Yeah.
You can't have all these women thinking that they're in a relationship with you and they're not. I don't think that's fair to the women.
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody comes to me and says, hey, we kicking it. All right, I'm kicking it, but just know I'm kicking it with other people. You ain't the only person. So if you pull up to the crib and there's another Range Rover parked out there or a Benz, just know I got company and don't goddamn come to the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm at today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to be honest with anybody. I feel like women are more honest than men anyway. What do you think about that?
It depends. I think it goes both ways. I don't think neither is more honest than the other. I think it's really on situation based or person, from person to person.
So how did your friends feel being exposed on the T app?
They didn't care.
They didn't care? Why? Do they think that brings clout? Because I think that I think that men really think that being exposed by multiple women, they're like, I'm the shit.
Yeah,
I got all these
why you
women.
think they exposing me? They want me.
They want me, exactly. They're exposing me because they want to be in a
They want
relationship.
me to themselves.
So they didn't really care?
Nah.
That's foul.
Yeah.
That means that they're not celebrities, y'all. The celebrities will
Celebrities care.
Yeah. I mean, I want to just say that, sometimes you got to think about to expose or not expose somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the consequences that come with, exposing the truth about somebody, right? I mean, it's called whistleblowing. You heard of whistleblowing?
I've heard that term. I didn't know it was about exposing though.
Oh my God. That means it's like gossip. You're giving everybody the gossip on that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Whistleblowing.
it's so many guys. You have to be extremely, extremely careful in exposing people and how to do it.
Yeah, because it can have consequences on you.
Definitely.
Backfire.
What kind of consequences can it have? What do you think?
I think the person that you're exposing can, maybe depending on the situation, if they got the upper hand somehow, they can come back and expose you or file charges.
That's what they said. The exposed The
get
exposer is going to be exposed. I think that what happens when you think about exposing somebody, you have to look at that person's character. Okay? What type of person was that person when you were dealing with them? Because I think that a person comes out like a wounded animal when you expose them for who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And trust and believe, it's called retaliation. They will retaliate against you. I'm sure all those men that got exposed are trying to figure out ways to expose the women that exposed them.
I heard that there's so T app is for women to do the exposing. There's supposed to be one called the T-Born app that's for men because it was born from the T app. So
Really?
T-Born, yeah, that's the
so
same
it's
thing.
out there?
I don't know. I haven't.
I need to Google that and see.
T-Born. So T app and T-Born. I'm surprised you didn't get on T app to just see all the gossip and stuff.
No, I didn't. You know, it's funny because they have not only the T app, but there's several other apps. Are we dating the same person?
Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
there's a lot of groups that are exposing men too for cheating, and you know, it's a lot out there, y'all. I think the apps are good because it lets people know like who you're dealing with. At the end of the day, a person is only going to show you what they want you to see. And these women that are exposing these men, and men are exposing women on these apps too. Maybe not the T app, but the other. Are we dating the same person?
Yeah.
Or is this your person? I forgot.
Is this your girl, bro? It's an app on Facebook, page on Facebook called
Really?
Is This Your Girl? Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's like everybody is out there because you know what? People's feelings get involved. You're playing with people's emotions and feelings. And if you consistently lie and keep it in a circle of a web of deceit, and you're constantly in that web of deceit and you can't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to get yourself out of it. People are exposing you. And when somebody exposes you, tell the truth then.
Exactly, because it might save you.
It might save you from, exactly. People are dying out here. People are killing one another.
And that's why I really think when they do revenge or anything, like it's like it is what it is, because you never know how somebody's going to react on the others. You know, people do kill.
I mean, there was a guy that somebody exposed him. I think the best friend and another friend exposed him for being on the down low.
Oh, word.
Like a famous chef or something like that. Like, we have to be careful because as you're finding things out about people and people are exposing on these apps, other people have different experiences with that person and you don't know what that is. And if that comes out on that app because somebody feels, once somebody sees you put something, that somebody else put something out there, they're commenting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, as a content creator and a podcaster, like I mean, before I do certain things, I reach out to an entertainment attorney because I want to make sure that I'm not doing anything that's illegal. Because I am afraid of the repercussions that could come for posting things that you're not supposed to post or exposing things that you're not supposed to expose, right?
Yeah.
But as a whistleblower, you know that there's things that come with exposing the truth. So did you know that there's mental health consequences with whistleblowing or exposing people?
I could imagine.
Can you imagine? What do you think that would be?
PTSD. You look
Woo,
over your shoulder
anxiety
everywhere.
like a mother sucker.
Everywhere you go, you like, oh.
You like, is he gonna pop up on me? Is he
Yeah.
gonna come? Because you don't know how, like you said, you don't know how people are going to react to you exposing them. People have businesses. I try to think about that, like exposing somebody, like how does that impact their business? How does that impact them socially? How will that impact their familial life?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Their
money, people's businesses, because people might not use you because they feel like they can't trust you. When you've broken the trust with multiple people, they might be like, this brother not trustworthy or this sister not trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to process all of that. And I think it brings anxiety. You as the person outing somebody, that brings anxiety. What you think?
I think it brings anxiety on both the person being outed and the person outing. I think the person who's outing though, I think the whole experience is what gives them the anxiety, like what led up to them outing somebody. Because then it's like, They like, dang, I done gave this person mad energy and they've been lying to me this whole time.
This whole entire time. I feel like that's the reason people want to out people.
Yeah.
Because they want to expose them for who they really are. Like, I feel like if I don't tell what this person is doing, then they're just going to repeat the cycle over and over again.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense?
So it's like a hero. They trying to be the hero in the situation.
But sometimes, I mean, do you really want to be the hero?
That's what I'm saying. It's just
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
I'm out. When somebody do you wrong, it's just like either deal with it or be out. Accept it or be out.
I mean, you got to think about, you're outing somebody, you're going to be scrutinized too. Yeah. People are going to be pointing the finger at you like, oh, you're outing him for cheating, but you're the dummy that stayed.
Yeah.
You felt he was cheating, but at the end of the day, you stayed in a cheating relationship. You had all the intuition that things were happening. He wasn't taking you out on dates. You got to look at the red flags too. Like if the red flags are there and you stay in that relationship, you're going to be scrutinized too. People are going to be looking at you like, why would you stay 5 years with a cheater? Why didn't you leave? But there's reasons that people stay in those types of relationships. People are often manipulated, you know what I'm saying, into believing what this, especially if you're with, I've never been with a narcissistic person before. So if you experience that, you really don't even know what you're experiencing if you're not aware.
Yeah.
And there's so many guys, if you feel like you're dealing with a narcissistic person, there's so many groups out there, man, right now that are really educating, especially women. I'm not going to say exposing, but they are exposing the narcissistic traits of people. Not only men, but women too. Because there's women narcissists too. I feel like a lot of times, it takes a lot of courage. You have to have self-esteem and self-worth to be able to out somebody too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's scary. I think that people, without saying, like, just think about it before you do it. Because at the end of the day, the person is going to retaliate against you. And is it going to be worth it?
Nah, I don't think it's never.
What if you had to expose somebody? What would you think would be the considerations that you would look at before?
The things that I would think about?
Yeah.
Can I go to jail for this?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Will I go to jail?
I go to jail for outing somebody?
Will I lose my job?
Oh my goodness, that's another one.
Yeah, because the same thing that can affect them can affect you. As far as like, will it affect my business? Will it? Because it could go on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I would just stop there. If somebody's doing something you don't like, just leave them alone. Don't deal with them. We have the choice to just like walk away.
I know, but a lot of times, really, to be honest, it's hard to walk away when you really don't know. You love somebody, so you really don't know that person. You feel it, but that person is always contradictory to what you're feeling and always manipulating the situation. So if you feel like you're being manipulated, you're being manipulated. Yeah, you're being manipulated. So I want to think about the exposer, the whistleblower, and the things that they feel as they're thinking about exposing someone, right? So one thing is that they feel depressed, which with depression, they isolate themselves, right? They want to expose this person. The fear of exposing that person creates a really heavy depression. They could go into really heavy depression because they feel like,
they got all this new information, just like they're holding on.
And it's just holding all of that in.
I want to let this out to the world.
I want the world to know that this person ain't shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they feel, and that also causes despair. You feel like despair. You've been with this person, you love this person, you feel disloyal even exposing that person, right? Disloyalty. You're like, damn. Oh my God, if I expose this person, I've been with this person for so long and been loyal. Now I gotta be disloyal to this person and exposing them, right? You don't think about that stuff, but it's true. You also think about, everyone that they're associated with. You know what I'm saying? The people that they surround themselves with and that you've been around. These people have been disloyal to me. You know what I'm saying? When I say the exposer, that these people have been disloyal to the exposer because they know what's going on. They see the insight of the things that are going on, and the exposer might not know. So it's like a lot of disloyalty in that.
Yeah, in the whole situation.
In the whole situation. Also, as an exposer, you're vulnerable. You as exposing someone, you are putting your most vulnerable self out there. You know what I'm saying? That means in periods of emotion that you might cry because you feel very emotional about what you're going through. Like I said, the depression sets in. That causes a lot of feelings of, I want to say feelings of where that person's not accountable or not being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for their actions. Yeah, for what they've done to you. Yeah. It's like, you did this to me and you don't even care that you did it to me. You feel less than, no value. You know what I'm saying? The exposer has all these emotions and all these feelings, and they're often asking themselves why they even had to go through that. Why me? Why me? Why am I the one going through this whole situation with this person? You know what I'm saying? Why did they choose me as the target?
I think it's just you just happen to, I don't know if people pick people, like, maybe they do, like they'll go around like, oh, I'm not that. I think it just, whoever they can get in their web, like you said, a web of deceit, whoever gets caught in the web just ends up getting caught in it. Like,
right.
I don't know if it's all ever.
You don't think it's all calculated?
Calculated, no. Yeah. No. Because, I mean, that's some serial killer type of
I think
psychopath.
that sometimes that's called a sociopath.
Yeah, some real
not a psychopath, but a sociopath. A person that is like that, and you're intentionally picking. I feel like I feel in certain situations people pick people that are broken. That have been broken or have been in relationships that were not good, and they pick those type of people to abuse even further. What do you think about that? And that means you're intentionally picking your prey.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, let's just keep it real, 100.
I think it could go both ways. That makes sense. But then also, if the person is single, then they haven't been in no good relationship. So it's just like anybody who out there is single can feel like they're being picked for that reason, Because if they had great relationships, they wouldn't be single. That's
true too. I didn't think about that. I mean, also as the exposer, you got to think of the people around you. Like when you say, I'm going to expose this person for who they are, people start to either be like, yeah, I think you should do it. And then some people are like, oh, I don't think you should do it. Like, really think about it. I think that you have to think about when you're going to expose somebody and who they are, you have to think about not doing it from a place of anger, but doing it from a place of transparency and a place of, this person hurt me, but I'm not trying to be malicious. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because I think there's a difference in doing it out of anger. That's retaliation.
Yeah.
You're doing it to hurt that person, to expose them, but in a hurtful way. But if you're doing it from a place where you're educating other people to the type of to that type of person, I don't think that that's malicious. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's not malicious. It just really depends on what you expose, which would make it malicious, I think.
Oh, really? You think so?
What you expose.
So what would you think? What could someone be? I think like on the down low, like that guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he
malicious.
killed that chick because she knew he was on the down low.
Yep, that. If you expose where they live, exposing people who are not in if something you expose has leaks something that somebody who's not part of it, you know what I mean? Like somebody connected to it that's just like caught in the crossfire. That's just like,
Yeah, because you got to think, man. Okay, so for example, if you're outing, like a lot in the T app, they expose cheating, people cheating. If you're exposing a cheater, trust and believe you're not the only one he's cheated on. Maybe it's a pattern for that person. Cheating is a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's that person's character flaw. So maybe you're not the only woman. So now you you expose this person, and all these group of women come together and start retaliating and saying, oh yeah, I've been there, I know this person, he cheated on me. You know what I'm saying? That creates anger in the person that's being exposed.
And then also, there might be somebody that he's with that has no idea about none of this, and then now they're hurt too, and that's what I mean, like caught in the crossfire.
Yeah,
you
you're caught. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, those women
yeah.
that are caught in the crossfire. Yeah, that's true
She's
too.
like, oh dang, I got 3 kids with them. Now my family's broken apart. What am I about to do? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know.
That's true too. I didn't think about that. Also, people that expose other people, they suffer from the paranoia, like you said. It's the paranoia of the backlash. I whistleblowed on this person or exposed this person, and now I gotta wait. I gotta see if this person gonna roll up on me.
Yeah, or anything.
Are they gonna
send a cease and desist? Like,
oh my God, is the police gonna come and get me?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta think about all that stuff too. That's the paranoia that sets in. You scared now.
Yeah, they're gonna be outside my door at 4 a.m. when I'm getting home. Anything can happen, you know.
Yeah, is this really, you're thinking the paranoia is this person out to get me now?
Yeah, because I exposed them.
Yo, that's some deep stuff right there.
And that's why it's like, is it worth it? It's like, all right, I'm just gonna go do you, big dog.
All that causes your inability to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that right there. Sleepless nights, constant tossing and turning, constant getting up, checking your clock, bad dreams. Like, these are all the things that you don't think about, but it's so true. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people start taking medication for anxiety, medication to sleep after exposing somebody or whistleblowing, because exposing just not a person, but people expose businesses and organizations. They expose politicians. Like, this is not just surface level. I'm talking about
relationships. It's just any type of
I'm talking about any type of exposure. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, people lose sleep over that shit. You don't get no restful sleep. You're just constantly up thinking about this stuff. You're thinking about it over and over again. It's like a heightened sense of awareness that just doesn't go away until the situation blows over. And when does it blow over?
Yeah, I was about to say, if it
Who
ever
says
blows
when
over?
it blows over? I'm going to tell you this. Like back in the day when there wasn't no social media, it blew over very quickly. People forgot about it. They stopped gossiping about it. But now on social media, when you put something out there, guess what? The algorithm will bring that right back up.
Right back every year.
Man,
Same
every year.
time. Yep.
Every year at the same time, that same algorithm is going to come up and expose that person. So it stays in the life of the internet forever, guys. So just think about it. Think about it. Is the person even worth even having the conversation about? And I say no.
It's not.
Move on. If somebody hurt you, if somebody, and it's a relationship level, right? If somebody hurts you, just take that hurt as a lesson.
Make sure they know, acknowledge it,
Sometimes you don't even need the closure.
You don't have to. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I don't need the closure.
I don't need the closure either.
Deuces. Peace. I'll see you later. Like, I don't care if I see you. If I passed you on the side of the road and you was on fire, I wouldn't spit on you to put you out. I hope that you bald for the rest of your life. I hope you lose your teeth, your toenails. I'm just gonna wish bad stuff on you.
Wish bad, yeah.
But from a distance. You know what I'm saying? I don't need closure. Because you already really, when you've been with somebody that long and you're seeing it, you don't need closure. I don't need it. Also, another thing is you have obsessive thoughts. Because you know why? That's why they say, guys, when you've ended a relationship, the best thing is to do is to delete everything out of your phone. Block that person, delete that person, delete all the messages. Because you know what you constantly do? Obsessive thoughts. You constantly go over conversations, read text messages, the scenarios that you were in, the things that you did. I mean, I've had people bring me out of my character. I'm going to tell you, I've been in great relationships. Pretty much, up until you get ready to leave, I think. When you're ready to leave a relationship, I think things start happening that cause people to react in certain ways, right? And I think sometimes those reactions are not good reactions, but we have to learn to walk away from the things that no longer benefit us.
Period.
Without saying anything. Sometimes the best closure is just simply being quiet, releasing. If posting, for me, what makes me kind of get over things very quickly is basically just posting things about my emotions and my feelings, and it just helps me release a lot of the tension, and I have really high anxiety. So it does help me release anxiety. What do you do and I work out.
Work out for sure.
For sure. That's like the biggest thing.
Stay occupied.
Get your friends around you.
Yeah.
People that can talk to you and you can talk through like what you're going through. That's very important. And even somebody that shares the same situation with you.
I was about to say, and trust them, and because I have a friend who was going through a breakup, and we tried to guide him, and he didn't really listen, and then he ended up back with the person, and then they end up breaking up again. So now you're dealing with the pain twice. When we was trying to tell you like no, but sometimes you gotta learn by yourself.
Yeah, you can't. It's funny because was it a relationship
that he was in? Yeah.
Yeah. So in a relationship, people have to make the conscious decision for themselves to get out. No matter what, because you could talk to your friends, maybe talking to you guys about it kind of makes them see the reality of everything, right? But they still have to make the conscious decision to get out. And it's not always easy when you love somebody. You really do try to stick through it and try to work it out. But that's just wasting your time.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
a person is going to show you who they really are. You best believe that shit, okay?
And believe who they showed you.
Believe you, because actions speak louder than words. That's a definite, and I feel like sometimes we become so engulfed in the person that we forget our own boundaries and what we want for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, in some relationships, when you're not fully committed, like for me, I think I wanted to be in a committed relationship, but also I like my freedom. You know what I'm saying? And I like to be with my girlfriends, and so I don't mind somebody who's in the military or a trucker, because I can still do what I want to go do.
Yeah.
Like I still want to be able to hang out with my girlfriends when I want to. And we're not doing nothing, just dinner or whatever. Some men are controlling and they don't want you to do none of that stuff. So I still want to be in a relationship but free. Does that make sense?
Have my cake and eat it
I want to have my cake and eat it too. That right there. You know what I'm saying? Just, we got to be careful. Social media is a fucking devil.
Yeah. Okay,
people? It's the devil. You see people happy and you think that they're happy, and guess what? They're not happy.
They're miserable too.
They're posting stuff as though they're happy and they're really not happy. So you have to, man, sometimes it creates poor behavior. What do you think?
It does, yeah, because you see other people doing things like expose, and you've seen other people expose people and you think it's okay,
Hey, there's people out here outing Karens every time something happens. What happens when that happens? Karen ends up losing her job.
Yep.
For bigotry.
Yeah.
Being a racist. That's a good way to expose people. Yeah, but we have to think sometimes that, exposing people causes people to lose their jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the way they make their money. I know people need to start thinking about what they say to other people on social media. Like, you got to be careful what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just, it's funny. I was watching a live the other day, and it was a guy, a really handsome guy. He was on the live, and a girl commented something on there, and he just like tore her up, just like cussing her out and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, what am I watching? Like, why is this guy talking to her? Like, do they know each other? Because it's a live.
Yeah, what did she say?
She said something to him like, I'm gonna come back and do something. And then one of the girls in there said something like, I'm just trying to be nosy or something. And he was like, well, you don't want to be minding my business. Like, why are you on live being an asshole? And why are people watching you?
They probably knew each other.
You think so?
Had to.
Maybe like past relationship or something?
Anything, yeah.
Man. Listen, I just want to, just say, before you expose someone or expose an organization, expose an individual, expose a politician, expose whoever, your dog, if you want to expose your dog. At the end of the day, think about it and ask yourself, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Not everything needs to be exposed, right? I mean, I think the rationale behind exposing people is you're doing it to alarm other people in what this person is doing, right?
Yeah, but sometimes it's just like, all right, I see you. It's just like,
Let other people find out for themselves. Trust me, if you know,
yeah.
you ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? It's several people that know that this person is behaving that
Yeah,
way.
ain't nobody save you from the pain.
There ain't nobody.
So let them,
That right there. Nobody saved you from the pain
like,
of what you went through. You know what I'm saying? Keep stuff, sometimes it's best to just keep stuff to yourself. Allow, whatever is going to happen. I think karma.
100%.
Oh, man. When karma hits you,
they get it.
It ain't nothing that nobody can do. Okay? That karma going to get you itself. And not only just karma, just think about how a person may feel when they know that they're doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's eating them up every day that they doing it. As they doing it to you, they feeling the pain. They feeling the taxation. Because it's stressful to hide lies and to do all that. Like,
it's very stressful to do all of that. So, just think about it. I just feel like with the T app, are we dating the same person app? Is this your girlfriend app? Whatever apps are out there. This just social media in general. You have to be careful how you go about exposing people. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I said, you ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is this person really worth it? Probably not.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? Let that person be who they are. They're not going to change. Most people don't change unless they want to change. Right? I ain't here to change nobody. Titi is minding her own business.
Exactly.
And moving on with my own life. I got things I need to do. You know what I'm saying? But we can't prevent things from happening. And there's always going to be people out here that are going to be out here exposing people and telling their story. Social media is a platform for people to tell their stories and what happens to them. People are very vulnerable and very out there telling their stories. You know what I'm saying? That's why stuff goes viral. Because people start telling their stories about how this person did me, what this person did to me, how we did this to each other. Like, it's a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? And we have to really understand that emotions are emotions. And sometimes people can't manage their own emotions. I know first of all, women are very emotional. When I'm hurt, I'm very emotional too. And although I've done some things and I haven't done it out of malice, I've done it out of being informational. At the end of the day, we still have to control our emotions and how we move forward with things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an emotional thing, and sometimes it's just not right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful how you approach things. And some people, it's just discarding them and leaving them alone is the best way to move forward. Really. So I just think about that, guys. There's a lot of great articles out there on exposing people. Hey, some of them even tell you how to do it. So there is a whistleblower protection program.
That's funny.
That sounds like some serious stuff, don't it?
Government protection.
Yeah, government protects you from whistleblowing, but that's only against, of course, big wigs and stuff like that. But just know that sometimes, like I said, it's not worth it. If it's not worth it, let karma get them. Because I always feel like people stay in certain situations and still behave the way they do, and karma eventually comes in and sets in.
It's always going to get you.
Karma is always going to get you. And I'd rather karma get you than me. All right? So with that being said, at TT's House Podcast, guys, we'll talk to you later.